What makes a marriage last? Love or respect, or both? We often hear that love is the foundation of marriage. We're told, love more, love deeply, love unconditionally, and your marriage will have permanence, stability, and meaning. My wife and I met in our teens and married when we were young adults. And let me tell you, marrying young is beautiful. You grow together, build dreams from scratch, but there's also a challenge. It means you get very familiar with each other. You know everything. You share everything. And that's expected. But after 30 years of marriage, I've learned something deeper. While a marriage cannot survive without love, love itself cannot survive without respect. When we focus too much on love and let mutual respect for each other fall through the cracks, we lose stability in our marriage. But here's the danger. Familiarity can breed contempt. We become blinded by past performance and fail to see current and future growth in each other. This is how respect quietly erodes. And when respect goes, contempt creeps in. And contempt is ugly. That's when the nicest man becomes a monster. The most lovable woman becomes intolerable, only to each other. Why? Because they've lost respect, not love, but respect. Respect cannot be compensated with only love, or love cannot be compensated with only respect. They're codependent on each other. When you become too familiar, you may stop seeing your spouse as someone who is maturing emotionally and spiritually. You think you've figured them out. What makes them happy, sad, angry, emotional? You may stop appreciating the ways your spouse is still growing and changing for the better. Over time, presumed predictability can blind us from the best which is in the coming. So, how do you continue to love and protect respect in a long marriage? Here's a radical thought. Maybe we'd be better off getting married and living in separate houses and just getting together when we're in good moods. We don't see each other when we're not in a good mood. Don't see each other when we're not at our best. Maybe that's why kings and queens had separate bedrooms. But the fact is, we are not kings and queens, and we are regular couples who live in the same house. We do life together. So, how do we make this work? How can we do that? I can testify. The best hope for a marriage is only through love and respect you have for each other. We can learn to be patient and be deliberate about not reacting to situations, rather wait to respond with empathy and explanation. I struggle every day. And it's not easy. However, I continue to learn and must remind myself to respond to situations with wisdom, love and patience, rather than reacting in a way to condemn and speak my mind that leads to situations I create to my wife, to lose her dignity and respect. As the Bible says in 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7, in the same way, you husbands must give honor to your wives. Treat your wife with understanding as you live together. She may be weaker than you are, but she is your equal partner in God's gift of new life. Treat her as you should, so your prayers will not be hindered. When we treat our spouse with sincere love and understanding, we preserve respect even in conflict. As husbands and wives, when we honor each other, we open the door for the Lord's grace flow through generations. We have laid a foundation for our children to grow and bear fruits. Marriage is a divine intervention, and it is not a human invention. Love is the most essential ingredient of a marriage, but to sustain a marriage we need much more. Of course, love helps make that connection, yes, but we also need the fruits of the Spirit, as described in the book of Galatians 5:22-23, to sustain a marriage. These qualities are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. When we humble ourselves and put God as the center of our relationship, as husbands and wives, God uses these qualities and virtues to create the oneness between husbands and wives. This oneness is worth seeking for. Love helps support a marriage, and the marriage deserves that support. In a healthy marriage, respect is essential to strengthen the support provided by love. This is what I want my sons to know. This is what I want every young husband and wife to hear. Love is powerful, but love needs respect. Respect keeps love alive, and love with respect can last a lifetime. This is the life experience of Seth David Vivek for my sons and for all of you who walk in the Lord's love. God bless you all.